Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get feedback on your assignments. And by feedback, I mean a direct and detailed response to your writing. Because I do a lot of my work in this class by responding to your practice writing, I tell you what I think about it. I tell you what, as a reader, I get from it, or how it matches my expectations. That is, I give you feedback. I want to make sure that you can read all the comments I make so that you get the most out of this class. So, let's take a look at the process that you go through when you look at your grades. This is the home page to an English 100 class I'm teaching. To get your grades, you'll be doing the following things. First, if you don't see a finished assignment somewhere on this list, then you can go to Assignments in the menu on the left. Clicking that will lead you to this list of assignments, which, as you see, you can show by type or by date. For my purposes, showing by type works better because that gets me more quickly to Module 1, which is the assignment that I pretended to be a student and submitted so that I could be a teacher and grade it. So when you click on the Submit Your Assignment, you'll see something that looks like this. So you'll notice that the submission has been submitted, even though it was late. I'd like to see the submission details. I'd like to learn more about how my instructor evaluated the submission. So I'll click on this, and I get a window that looks like this. Notice the details in this window. Here, for instance, is a spot where my instructor has made a comment. Often I make more substantial comments than the comment I made here. As this comment points out, this is just a sample, so it doesn't need real scrupulous investigation. If you want to see direct feedback on your submission, notice that you can click this link to view feedback, to, as it says here, preview your submission and view teacher feedback if available. So I click on this, and I get this little bitty copy of the paragraph that, as a student, I submitted. Your view will probably be larger. I had to shrink this window so that it would fit into the frame of the recording software that I'm using. Let me point out that I will sometimes write in the margins or between the lines of type to make corrections in your grammar. Also, you'll see that there is some highlighting here, which leads to a footnote. And I'll have to move the window around a little bit to show you what the footnote looks like. You can do that. You can see the comment that I made. But most importantly, I do most of my commenting in the rubric for the assignment. And to see this, you would click this link that says Show Rubric. So it pops up here, and you get to see the comments I made in each category. The paragraph sort of follows the text pattern, I say. It doesn't really have a submission from step 2 of this assignment, which is a problem. It is pretty short. I wrote it specifically as a paragraph for another assignment, so it doesn't exactly apply. So it doesn't really follow the length requirements. However, it uses good grammar because, well, I'm good at grammar. So I'm hoping that what you've seen here about how to get feedback will help you get the most out of this class that we're sharing together. My direct and detailed responses will, I hope, give you some guidance as you continue practicing your writing throughout the semester. Of course, if anything that you've seen here doesn't work for you, or if you can't find or understand my comments, please remember that you have my email. And of course, as always, thank you for your time and attention.